Go there. Happy Thursday, North America,
Happy Thursday.
and places elsewhere, globally, worldwide. It's Prestige Worldwide from the Area 51 studios. Oh wait, no, we're the Idle Zone Syndicate, aren't we? That's what we do.
That's what we do.
It's thundering here.
It is?
Is it really?
That or the neighbor is moving some tin, because pretty good thunker here a minute ago. What's shaking, guys?
Not much.
It's fishing season.
It is fishing season.
Tournament season.
It is absolutely tournament season.
Yep. Had some national tournaments the last few weeks, and then we started the local ones last weekend. Anglers in action. Whacked them. Absolutely whacked them. The winners had 28 something. Warren Pilcher and his partner had an 883. And there was 5 or 6 over 7 weighed in.
Nice.
So yeah,
that's a good day.
Yep, that was a good start to the season. Got a BFL, I think, this weekend on Saturday. Yep, and Nichols Team Series, which I think Kyle and Moody are fishing. Nichols Team Series on Sunday. So yeah, I just posted I kind of was hoping I posted a last minute video hoping that people would watch it and not have all day to forget we were on tonight. So if they watch it right now, like if it comes across their Facebook, maybe we'll get some viewers, some extra viewers tonight. And
yeah,
I basically told them to ask us anything. It was ask anything you want night.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
And we would try to answer.
That was kind of my idea with the title of the show.
What'd you title it? Did I
Inside
even see it?
the Buoys.
Inside the Buoys.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys know what goes on inside the buoys before takeoff.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
All kinds of
Shenanigans.
craziness and shenanigans. That's exactly it.
Yeah, and who knows where we're going to go tonight? Who knows?
So since last we spoke, Patrick Walters did a thing.
Yeah.
NPFL championship.
Yes, sir.
That was a nice little $100,000 tune-up for the classic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, 22 pounds on Smith Lake on day 2, I think.
That's a giant bag there.
That's a giant bag on giant bag. Giant bag on Smith Lake. I think they're going to catch them this weekend here again. I went a little bit today. I went to test out my repair jobs, my my transducer my through-hole transducer that I put in, my live well valve, my 2 new live well pumps, and everything worked except one of the pumps is still, I don't know if I did not try the backing up the boat to alleviate an air pocket. I did not try that today, and I should have. Because one of the live wells is just trickling in. The other one wasn't working at all a
Hmm.
week ago, and it was working as it should. It was shooting out of there. But the one that was trickling before I started this job was still trickling. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on there. I redid the connections when I got back today, but I didn't do the backing up the boat thing to get rid of an air pocket. I'm hoping that's it, but if it isn't it, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe could I have gotten something stuck in the hose?
Well, that's kind of what I was sitting here wondering.
But would the other one work if it was stuck in the hose?
Well, that was my question. It's just one intake hose
Yeah.
for the whole pump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have after the pump? Does it split off at all?
Yes.
It would have to be in the slit
No.
somewhere.
It's between the valve and the pumps is where it splits.
Okay.
Strange.
Could have a dead mouse or something in there.
Maybe.
Maybe so.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe the mouse from the deal the other day. Maybe he crawled up in the boat to hide.
Maybe.
Possible.
It is possible. It is possible. What have you guys been up to?
Working. Lots of new things going on, so
Yeah.
been busy.
That's a good thing, though.
It is. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Sorry, I'm staring off into space on the laptop. I'm waiting for a pointed question from somebody. Maybe Matt will ask us. I didn't look at the final standings today. I did see that Kit posted that he finished 60th at good night. Where were they? Kissimmee?
Yeah, when was that?
Today was the day 2.
Today was day 2?
Yeah. Yesterday, Eric was 80th and Kit was like 84th. I mean, they were pretty close together. But I didn't see where they finished today. Oh, Eric was down the list, says Matt.
Down the list. 118th. That is pretty far down the list.
Down the list.
And there was also a BPT today, start of the next BPT.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Lane is leading that, I believe.
I think that's what I saw.
Drew Gill is like in fourth.
Yeah, he's up there again.
Looks like they caught him pretty good. I was thinking maybe that it wouldn't be a great tournament down there, but it looks like it is.
Somebody give us a topic. Comment a topic. Okay, we're just chit-chatting around here talking about fishing. Nothing super exciting.
Not really.
I mean, it's starting to rain here in Not Mutchinson.
Yeah, I think I can confirm that thunder. I saw radar stuff starting to pop up a little bit.
We got the banquet this weekend, or the meeting this weekend.
Meeting and banquet. And of course, now that's been upgraded to a level 3 for tomorrow on severe weather. So since it'll be in a rental car, I'm sure that it probably will hail.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to get that. I mean, it's only showing like, I mean, it's the map is showing it, but when you go to the hourly thing, it's only showing like 37% chance all day. Maybe for an hour it jumps up to 50 and 60%. Maybe that's the storm.
That's probably when they're expecting it to come in.
Probably. But it's not supposed to last long, I don't think. Well, maybe it'll miss everybody.
Just get some rain. That's all we need.
Could use a butt ton of rain.
Yeah.
We've had a couple days of good rain.
Good.
Here. Nothing. We don't need nothing like we had last year.
Yeah.
Nothing like.
Those soaker days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, good call on the Zara Spooks. That's exactly what they were. Saltwater colors that had the hooks changed. I mean, I'm not going to throw them anyway. I mean, they're just for collector decoration, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't figure it out. Never even considered the saltwater thing. So onward and upward.
Those are pretty. Like I said, my favorite one is the saltwater one that I throw. I've been throwing it for years, the same one.
That's a really good color on certain central Kansas Clearwater Lake.
Thanks for making it vague.
It's a secret. It's a secret there, just like, throwing the white frogs and the white toads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We need to talk about something.
Well,
Oh, was that thunder?
Mm-hmm.
I could hear it. I could hear it.
is
Well-
if somebody from Hutch is watching, you can come watch me play live on the 28th of March.
Yes. Go see Cranker. Because now I have to work. So I can't.
Oh, dang it. Well, you can catch us the next month in April
Maybe so.
or the next
I'm-
month in May.
I'm actually going to be fishing that day, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think Moody and I are going to fish the KBB.
Well, good.
Well,
Nice.
we're going to fish 2 and pay for 1.
Pay for 3 and fish 2.
We're going to fish 2 and pay for 1. That'll give us our 3. And then we'll fit, and then we'll be eligible to fish the Grand Championship.
Well, but you would pay for the 2 that you fished, though,
Well,
too.
we're going to pay for 3 and fish 2. Either way, it's the same thing. You gotta pay to fish. But we're only fishing
Cool.
2 of them.
Cool.
And you can probably guess which one we're not fishing.
I wouldn't either. I was really hoping to fish that series this year because Drew is such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He is such a good guy, and I believe they do a great job.
They do.
But yeah, I'm like you. I was like, oh, Palmy and then Stockton. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in, and it's just not going to work for me. Not in the cards. Maybe for the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it works out pretty good for Moody and I think, because we'll fish Stockton, we'll fish Palmies first. We'll fish Palmy together. I think we can both fish that one. Then on Stockton, I kind of threw Drew for a looper, because on the Stockton one, it's April 12th and 13th. It's a 2-dayer. And I'm fishing the Bass Cat Owners with Jeff on the 11th and 12th. And Moody has to fish the Solo 100 on the 13th. So I ask, so Moody's going to fish the 12th on Stockton for us, and I'm going to fish the 13th on Stockton.
Oh, the things we do. Jack, what's up, man? Give us a topic, Jack. We need a topic. We're just winging it tonight.
Yeah, we're just
no plans. And sometimes those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping that Moody sacks about 27 pounds on Saturday and I won't even have to go.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
But
have to go.
Or
have
either that or doesn't catch him at all. Because if he doesn't catch him at all, then I may not go to fish Sunday. Because all we got to do is show up. We don't even have to show up as long as we pay our entry fee. But we want to fish. So if he catches them decent, then I'm going to want to try to help get us a check.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't catch them at all, then maybe we'll save the money and not drive up there. But and then the grand one is 2-dayer as well. But that one qualifies you for the nation or for the team championship this year. That's what we're going for.
The still yet to be announced team championship.
Yep.
Is what it is.
I hope they wait until November to announce it.
I bet you do.
Everybody just gotta show up and fish.
Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
What else happened since last we spoke? Did they announce the Hartwell Classic
They did announce Hartwell Classic.
before? I mean, we talked about it last week a little bit, didn't we? Maybe we
Yeah.
didn't.
No, we just texted because Kiki said he was tired of Hartwell Classic because he fishes it so often.
Jack's going to Fork, it looks like. Nice. Lucky.
That should be a good time.
Yeah. That should be. I mean, we got the Classic coming up. That's next week. That's a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to go over our picks for the Classic.
So I was looking at that. Next week, we'll have to put them in, get them in. I mean, I've already got mine in, but I may change. It's such a crapshoot. The Classic is such a crapshoot because the guys fish totally different because it's no points.
Mm-hmm.
They just fish to win.
Just swinging for it.
Yeah, so it's a tough one to pick.
Interesting little tidbit of the I'm sure that you caught it. I don't know if everyone saw that the minimum length limit got reduced.
I did catch that.
So, like,
I would really like to know if it was reduced for the Classic or if they reduced it. Like forever, is it staying reduced?
I believe so. I believe so.
That's good because it shouldn't be special for the Classic.
Yeah, the smallies were what, 18?
18, always been 18. That's why I'm wondering what was going on there. But that's good. Should make the fishing better. Which I'm sure has probably had a little bit to do with why they did it. But as long as they're leaving it and it's not going to go back to 18 after the Classic is gone, I'm okay with it. We always just had when I was at Bass and any organization, I don't think you want to ask. It can look bad if you ask for favors.
True.
Like closing ramps, like old man wanting to fish crappie can't go because the ramp's closed for a tournament is a bad look.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they do it for the Classic, but I mean, you wouldn't want to get in that mess anyway if you were a crappie fisherman trying to get in.
Yeah, I'd be looking at that going, yeah, I'm going to another ramp.
Yeah. But for other tournaments, like just a regular, just a regular tournament, nation tournament, whatever, you shouldn't really close the ramps. At least I don't think so. But give us your picks. Give us your picks, Jack. Let us decide whether those are good or not.
Well, shoot, Jack, you want to just come on the show and talk about it?
Good.
Do that. Are you sharing the link, Danny?
Yep.
Okay.
Eventually,
I forgot where
eventually
it's
it
at.
gets there.
What about all these guys catching fish on them koikis? Them things are giant things. They're huge.
They're like that, aren't they?
They're bigger. I mean, that the meat part is like that big.
Weird, wild stuff.
It's craziness.
What in the world does it look like? A jellyfish? When it's that
I don't
big?
know.
Or they're just killing it to get it out of the water?
They just don't. I don't think bass know what it is. They just want to kill it.
It's just something that, yeah.
They haven't ever seen before. I don't know. I wonder if Drew Gill is softening on those baits any, because he said he's the only one I've ever heard basically say they weren't the deal. Because he couldn't keep them hooked. It must be an issue though, because I've seen a bunch of guys modifying how they hook them and showing how they hook them, and basically barely skin hooking them and things like that. So it must be an issue, a problem for guys that throw it all the time. I don't know.
I can see how it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine a bass holding on to that thing too long. Like feeling them things in his mouth. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Don't know.
I
Trying to
decided
think.
I'm going to get my fantasy fishing going, and I'm going to try and just not get last
Yeah.
after missing the first two. I'm going to see if I
Hey,
can come back to not get last.
I think you could probably still win. As bad as the first two were for, I mean, nobody really killed it.
Yeah.
Mine was
I don't
terrible.
know.
I mean, I'm like 50 percentile, and I mean, where am I?
Okay. Here's Jack's picks. He's about to eat with the family. He's got Father Gill, Drew Cook, Cooper Gallant, Fisher Anaya, and Laker Howell.
I'm gonna pull mine up and see just how close. I may or may not tell you all how close it is, but I mean who it is, but I might tell you how close it is to mine because I think it's pretty darn close. Let's see. Oh, not close at all. I was thinking of those guys, but not close at all. I contemplated Easton. I contemplated Cooper. I contemplated Fisher. I contemplated Laker. I didn't go with any of them.
They're good choices for sure.
They are good choices.
I haven't picked mine, so I'm not going to say. Got a dark horse pick, that's for sure.
I do too.
I know one that I am going to pick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Group E, and I'm like, I only know like 2 of those names.
Yeah. Group E was a tough one.
Okay, I've got to pull it up now too. You kids. Now it's like coming over to somebody's house and everybody sits around on their phone.
The problem, I tried to pick some guys. I got a couple in there that are pretty popular picks. But the other guys, most of the guys are not. Like Laker Howe is 33% in that group. Could be a great pick. Could be a great pick, but it also could be a pick that just keeps you mired with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I would, out of Group E, I would like to see, of course, I'd like to see Laker do well. It's not that I don't want to see any of them do well, but I would like to see Casey do well.
I mean, if I had my, if I did not pick this kid, but if there's anybody in that group I would love to see do well, it's the last kid on the list, Noah Winslow. He's from Connecticut, just like Brian Kerschel.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the Brian Kerschel story. He's not one of these young guys that doesn't know anything about that story. Being from Connecticut, he's very aware of that story. And I've known him since he was in the Junior Bassmasters.
Well, there you go.
Him and his dad. So I did not pick him, but I would love to see him do well. And he might. I mean, he's a smallmouth guy. I might change my pick there.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that my Group E pick is Nick Trim.
Yeah.
That's my dark horse, because I watched him win lacrosse, the BNC at lacrosse back in October. River dude, smallmouth dude.
Yeah. I put Noah in there. Ioki's a good pick, though, too.
Cranker is
I'm evaluating.
He's evaluating. He's not saying anything. He's just, Dan picked him. John picked him. I'll pick.
I'll give you my lineup. I've got it right now. It's subject to change, of course, but
yeah.
I got Group A, Tucker Smith. Group B, Kiyoya Fujita. Group C, Brock Mosley. Group D, Dylan Nutt. And Group E, Dylan Ballardo.
I got a couple of the same in there.
I really want to see Tucker win, so that's why I'm
I'll-
picking Tucker.
I'll give you mine, subject to change, but there's really only one that I'm really thinking about changing, but I don't know. Right now, I've got Tucker Smith, Brandon Lester, because I believe he did well at the last one, if I'm not mistaken, that was there. Bill Lowen,
Dollar bill.
Dylan Nutt, and Noah Winslow right now.
I also have Dylan Nutt.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as local as local gets for the Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hammer.
And he either got second or third to Nick Trim in lacrosse.
He got second, and
Yeah.
Noah Winslow got third.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Interesting.
Nick Trim had that 7:15 Smalley on
Yeah.
day 3
Yeah.
or day 2. Day 2.
They don't have a drain the lake on this one, but they do have pick 'em,
Oh my. Well,
where you only get to pick between the two. So let's go down the pick 'em, and we can maybe argue about one. You know, why one versus the other. I mean, the first matchup is Lee versus Lee, Jordan Lee versus Lee Livesey.
I like Jordan in that one.
I got Jordan on that one.
Yeah. Oh boy, that second one.
I got Tucker on that one.
Yeah.
I can't pick Tucker in your lineup and not pick him in the
Yeah, no.
pick 'em. Plus,
Oh boy. I think Easton.
I got Easton on the.
Yeah, I would say based on especially how his last season went too.
Yeah, I got Easton on that.
Trey Schroeder, whichever it is, he won at Tom Bigby, didn't he? Last year, the Open.
I don't know. I think so. I picked Laker just because I don't like Trey's hat.
What's it? I can't even see it.
It's just a hat.
Oh, that's the sock hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toboggan, as they call it in Alabama.
It's a
I'm
toque.
like, toque.
It's a toque.
Stocking cap. It's not a toboggan. Toboggan is a sled.
Roll Tide.
I'm like, why you want to put a sled on your head?
They don't know. They just don't know. Yeah, Brendan Lester, definitely.
I got with Lester. I got Brandon. I got Dylan on the next one.
Going Dylan. That's a toughie, but I think I'm gonna go Schmidt on that one.
I went Shakira.
I was thinking Shakira as well.
Yeah, you're right. I guess there is Drain the Lake.
Well, that takes
I'm
some
a,
study on
yeah,
my part.
yeah, I got to take some time on the Drain the Lake because you don't want to burn people on a non-points tournament.
Mhm.
However, I am doing pretty decent on Drain the Lake. I mean, I'm in the 70 percentile.
And hey guys, if you just tuned in, I've got the link is in white there on the screen. You can just copy it to your browser. Come on in, we'll put you in the studio and chat with us. If you've got a subject for us, comment it. Otherwise, we're going to ramble on about the classic.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, I'm in third on the Drain the Lake deal.
Now I got to go back to Drain the Lake thing. Okay. Fantasy, clickety clack, Drain the Lake.
I'm way down on the other. So you got a shot. You can catch up, Crank.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
nobody's
gonna
te-
have to. I'm gonna have to get a lot of really good picks.
nobody's tearing it up. I mean, or the leader, Ladyfish 64. Who's that?
That is, I think that's Matt's wife.
Oh, she's leading, but she had a 972 and 1100 points. I mean, that's. I don't think anybody's running away with it.
I'm definitely gonna have to get some pretty stellar weeks to be able to catch up.
I mean, a good week is like 12 or 1300, and we've only had one of those in our whole entire group, two of those in our whole entire group.
Yeah.
So nobody's really tearing it up.
The first week, nobody even broke 1,000.
No, the first week was horrible. Everybody had too many of them locals in there that didn't do any good.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a good classic. Knoxville is a great place to go for the classic. I wish the fishery was a little better, but it's a great venue. Like launch is walking distance from the arena.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the stuff is right there. Don't have to drive 90, 45 minutes, 90 minutes from the launch to the.
So for the Hartwell Classic, where do they weigh in at Clemson?
No, Greenville, which
Oh,
is like which is like 45 minutes.
I was going to say, yeah, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, it's Greenville. That's and the expo's there too. But even there, the expo and the weigh-in are not together. Like they're separate places.
Kind of spoiled by 3 Tulsa Classics. That's the only place I've ever been to the Classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's just too handy. Park in one spot. hope that you don't get your window broken out.
There is that.
Yeah. There's not many places that are. New Orleans is that way. And, the expo and stuff is right together with the arena where the weigh-in was. Uh, Trying to think of some others that are that way. Birmingham is that way. The arena and the expo are right next to each other. Walk across from one to the other. Where else did we go? When we had it on Kissimmee, it was that way, but that was a weird deal. They built an arena inside the expo, like brought in bleachers, enough bleachers to make an arena. It was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see, where else? Classic. I think Fort Worth is that way. I think Dickies Arena and the Expo are close together. I never went there because I was out at the classic that I worked at Fort Worth was in the summer, and we weighed the fish at the lake, and we only let them take 2 fish in to show the crowd, but they didn't weigh them in the arena. They had their weight on the screen, and they announced it like they weighed it at the arena, but they waited till they were in the arena pulling out their fish to announce their weight for the day, and then they held up 2 fish. So I was at the lake and I weighed all the fish before they went to the arena. So I actually knew who won like an hour before it happened. Because I weighed them. I mean,
so how did you do that? Like, did the other anglers know who won then going to the arena?
They were supposed to not talk to each other on the way in.
So they couldn't be around when they weighed each other's fish, basically.
No, there was nobody. There was nobody around except for the one angler.
Okay.
We had like it was like I didn't announce. There was nobody watching, no crowd, no spectator. We didn't allow them in the parking lot.
It's pretty much just get your ticket and move on.
Yep. They come around the back of the trailer, drive up. They came around the back of the trailer. Like one guy would be staged like behind the trailer while we were weighing somebody in front of the trailer, sitting in his truck, and then he wouldn't pull up until one guy would pull up to Gene Gilliland, who was under a tent putting ice for the 2 fish that they were taking in, and they would, once Gene was done with them and they were taking off, we'd pull the next one up. And they'd get out, and it was pretty, hush hush, and there was no photographers, there was no nothing. There might have been one photographer, just getting some behind the scenes photos.
Hmm.
But there wasn't. We wouldn't let any, like, when you're at the arena, like at the arena at Grand or at Tulsa, there's media all around the boat taking pictures and asking them what they got and telling them congratulations, they won before they even go in the arena, blah blah blah. There was none of that out there. We had police barricades
Nice.
keeping people out.
Oh,
We
this is totally nerve-wracking.
we kind of had a little corner of the state park that was there was a bunch of trees around it, and it was just a really small parking lot, just enough to drive through and have a trailer set up in. And that's how they did it.
Hmm.
That's how we did it.
I mean, that's the best way you could keep the element of surprise.
Yeah. I mean, they were threatened with like $5,000 fines, disqualification if they talked about what they had to anybody,
Mhm.
even family, on their way back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a big secret to get let out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is quite interesting. I hadn't even considered any of that.
Oh,
Because
man.
it's a ways. I mean, it's probably what, 45 minutes from the lake to Dickie's?
Oh,
That
at least.
Roberts?
I think it was an hour, or maybe not. Yeah, probably an hour. I think it was about an hour with traffic.
Oh my.
There was a lot of stuff. One of my favorite memories from the Classic is on the final day in New Orleans. So when the anglers come out of the water, they get their fish bumped at the ramp and measured, bumped, dead or alive, checked, so that if one happens to not make it on the ride in, they're not penalized. So the final day in New Orleans, and it was Kevin Van Dam. When Kevin, I think the last time Kevin won down there, we give them the flag when they do the ride around the arena. We give them an American flag. We give them flowers and get the wife and all that in there. So and the drive from where we were in New Orleans was not that far, like 30 minutes or something. And so Pee Wee bumped the last fish at the lake, and he's got time to get in, but after they bump the last fish, they tear down. The lake crew tears down everything. So they're tearing down, and sometimes they don't even get done until the next morning. Sometimes they do. But they're tearing down, and Michael Malone we got about 10 anglers left to weigh, and we can't find the flag. We can't find the flag. Somebody dropped the ball, didn't get a flag for the drive around. We look at, Michael's looking all over the arena for, can't just grab a flag. You need one on a pole that they can hold, and they're going around. So can't find a flag. Michael's like, we need a flag. So I call Pee Wee. I'm like, Pee Wee, where you at? Well, I'm still out here. I'm like, we got 10 anglers left. We need a flag. And he's like, I'll be right there. Because we got flags on the trailer. And so Pee Wee hangs up the phone and we're sweating it. We're Michael's pacing. I'm like, he'll be here. He'll be here. He'll be here. And we got 2 anglers left to weigh. And Pee Wee comes flying around the corner. And I swear the trailer was on 2 wheels coming around the corner. And he's got the flag in his lap, sticking out the window like a relay baton. Slams on the brakes, comes to a screeching halt. I grab the flag. I run in the back of the arena. I give the flag to Michael Malone just in time to give it to Kevin and make the circle.
The great flag relay.
Yeah.
Yes.
The great flag relay.
Oh, if people only knew the things that happen just by the skin of your teeth. Crank, like when we were in Tulsa for your first classic, and Mercer started doing the dum 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 with the microphone, and then we hear after the fact that was because he wasn't sure it was working.
Yeah. He had to do something to like check it, but it didn't be obvious.
So once he figured out it was still working, or the mic was working, then he just kept doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Got to sell it.
Great.
Good times.
Oh man.
We had a bunch.
Classic.
Yeah, nothing like the classic is like every year after when it was over, or when the last Super 6 was going on, everything's pretty much done. And we would always so my job at the classic every year at the classic was to send the guys to the arena in some kind of order. Like I got to pick who went when. And we tried to, with knowing what they had, and we tried to make it exciting, tried to send it. Sometime, the first few guys, we just had to send. Like,
they're already here and we got to get going.
I mean, the show is supposed to be starting and there's nobody here in the boatyard yet. And so the first 5 or 6 that pull in the boatyard, I'm just turning them around and going, go to the arena. Go to the arena. And then, but once we, the arena, it's so slow. Once you get past the first 5 or 6, then everybody's in the yard, everybody's there, and they're just waiting. And it's and I'm trying to not make somebody wait longer than their share. Now, if it was, the Super 6 knew they had to wait till the end, But like if there was somebody that was going to come close to make it into the Super Six or make a run at winning this thing that wasn't in the Super Six, we'd hold, we'd hold
Mhm.
them. And my job was to go over there, even though they've been sitting there for 2 hours, like, hey, we got to make it exciting, man. Enjoy it. You're the reason we're holding you is because you did well, So, but I'd send them in an order. And then when you got to the Super Six, I typically drove one of the Super Six. There was 4 arena drivers every year, same guys. Um, Junie, usually the same guys. Um, uh, what's his name from Virginia? Mike Bryant, Junie, a couple other guys from Virginia that've been doing it for years. Those were the 4 arena drivers. So they drove everybody and they'd just take turn. They'd drive them in, drive around the arena, right out back of the arena. They'd get out. Their marshal or would bring the truck back to the yard. And then when we got to the Super Six, be those 4 drivers and usually me and Chase Heaton would jump in. And then at that point, everything's done. We're just waiting so all the service yard guys that are working in the service yard, we'd pile them into trucks, or somebody would pile them into the trucks and bring them to the back of the arena so they could all see the final, because they've been working in the yard. They haven't seen nothing. So when you see it, a classic, and you see all these people standing around the back, where the trucks are coming in, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of people there. That's us. That's the staff. That's the volunteers that didn't get to see anything the rest of the show. They get to at least see the end of it. So that, that's pretty cool. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't either. So you told us all that to tell us this.
I don't know what I was telling you all that for. I guess just because that's what we do behind the scenes. We show everybody they show everybody oh, I know what I was leading up to. At the end, when it's all finishing up, it always amazed me that no matter what you think, no matter what I thought, no matter what anybody thought of everybody that works at Bass, which is not that many people, in the grand scheme of things, there's like 50 people in that office. And really, there's only that actually ran logistics to run like the expo, like Eric and Ben Ashby and what's the other kid's name? There's 3 of them, Eric and Ben. Going over my head, but anyway, those 3 run the expo along with a group of volunteers of about 15 that come every year. That's pretty amazing to me that they run that expo, and then the weigh-in and the boatyard and just the whole tournament itself, getting them in and through the arena and into the boatyard and launching them in the morning, is about 15 to 20 Bass staff and CTAs, contract workers that work all the tournaments, and then another 10 or 15 volunteers, workers. I'm not counting the marshals, because they're volunteers, or they pay for that, but some are volunteers. But it just always amazed me that all that is done with like 50 people.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after like seeing the size of the expo. Like that's wild that there's like 3 guys running that.
Yeah. Ben and God, what is that kid's name? Eric and Ben been doing it for years, and then they've got a third. I mean, they have a good group of volunteers that have been doing it for years. The guys that go around I don't know if you ever got one, but the guys that go around the arena or the expo, and you'll see these little fish with crosses on them. They're like little rattle traps with crosses on them. Those are the guys that hand them out. The volunteers, they come every year, and they bring like boxes of those, and they hand them out. It's pretty cool. It's like a little Jesus, sort of. But those guys do it every year, and it just amazes me that happens with such a small. I mean, there's more. Don't get me wrong. There's probably 100 people in the different areas that are doing things. The marketing folks. There's 10 or 15 of them, and the TV group is 30 or 40 of those guys. But the actual stuff that people see, take part in, is really a small group that runs that thing. And I can remember every year saying, when that confetti was flying, it amazes me how few people put that thing on.
And if you haven't been, it's the thing to see.
Yeah, you gotta go. I would definitely like to get to another one.
Yeah.
See how this Red Crest goes at Table Rock this year.
I might even go over to that, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume that if that goes well and they have good expo, I mean, there's no reason why Bassmaster couldn't go there.
I don't know if they have a big enough. I don't know if the expo. I don't know what expo space they have in Springfield.
Yeah.
There's that one place that we looked up when we were talking about this.
I just don't think it's big enough.
Yeah, a few shows back. It's probably 4
Last
months
year.
ago.
Yeah.
4 or 5 months ago when we were talking about it. There is that one expo building downtown. It's close to Drury. But yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, just not the big facility.
The Classic Expo takes a place that's got like 100,000 square feet or something like that. And I don't know, the Wolf Creek Expo Center down here is probably 10,000, maybe. Maybe. I don't know what it is. I wonder if they got the dimensions of that.
Well, and then you have to think about too, where would they do, I mean, the weigh-in, because obviously they want that indoors most
Yeah,
of the
they
time.
wouldn't do it. Oh, it says 50,000. Wonder what the BOK is.
That one's pretty large.
Oh yeah. 565,000 square feet. So I was
Crammed full.
Yeah.
I was I think Bass requires at least like 300, maybe 400, because I'm sure that even though it was crammed full, there was parts of the BOK that weren't. I know there was parts of the BOK that weren't used. That's
Mhm.
probably counted in that 565. You know, all the meeting space, meeting rooms. That counts all that.
Yeah, it's every square foot inside that building.
Yeah,
Press room.
the actual expo part of it is probably 400, maybe 500, 450. I'm still waiting on another check-in, so if they show, I may have to put them on mute. Put you on mute. But yeah, it takes a lot. I tell you, another place that was really good was Pittsburgh.
A lot of people I've heard that a lot of people said that.
It was the arena and everything was pretty close. But I don't think the expo was as big as it is now either.
It could be too. I wonder, sorry, they're kind of on that expo subject. You know, heard grumbling after the last ICAST that it's going down. I wonder if the Classic Expo and there's an expo with Red Crest, I'm assuming, that I wonder if those will increase if ICAST.
I think they already have. I think that's
what's dragging it down.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of companies that are releasing their new products and stuff like at the Classic instead of ICAST.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I feel like ICAST is like a lot of the here's what's coming, and then the Classic is it's here.
Yeah,
what it seems like.
Yeah.
And there's just so much, social media, just like everything else, has hurt ICAST, I think, because people can announce a new product on social media without spending the money to go to ICAST to do it and get to more people.
Yeah.
Get it to their target audience.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, ICAST is not for you and me. ICAST is for the guys that run Honey Creek Outdoors.
Yeah, the retailers.
To go order stuff and be convinced to order stuff. But the guys can now send their product and their info about their product, social media through social media to Honey Creek Outdoors and try to get them to order.
Mm-hmm. We don't have a very lively comment section this evening.
Mm-mm.
Well, if we're boring everybody, or
I mean, Boom Family 876 said good night already.
yeah,
I don't know who that was, but they went to bed.
luckies.
I guess we're just. I mean, we don't have any. We try not to do the controversial stuff, and look where it gets us. I mean, we could talk about dual threat fishing.
Oh, what a wow.
Yeah.
It had to happen at some point. Maybe, I guess I shouldn't say it had to, but
It was going to.
it was going to.
I don't understand how. I don't understand how you can just. I guess most of them didn't pay anything. Most of them didn't pay any entry fee or deposits or something. So I guess if you're thinking you're doing something for free, not for free, but just for gas money and you're not having to pay an entry fee, take a chance.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah. I mean, the Tucker Smiths of the world, and that didn't hurt them that bad.
Yeah, or the Martins or anything like that.
Just a fishing trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still stinks.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I mean,
Just bad reputation for the sport.
Yeah. It is kind of mind boggling though that there are that many willing. I mean, it just goes to show you what guys will do to fish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the dudes, they didn't even have like the equipment to run away in at the first one. They had to borrow it.
Somebody sold that deal really well to a bunch of people.
I guess. And then if you look at the pictures of the dudes that were running the thing, who in their right mind would even think they were fishermen? I mean, look at the MPFL guys. They've been going for like 6 years. And like Brad and some of the leadership, they've never done tournaments before, but they did their research and they did their due diligence and they did everything they were supposed to do to run a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And look where it's getting them. It's they're one of the big three. They're competing with Bass and MLF right up there with them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they've got 6 years ago, they had nobody. They had guys like me and you paying money to go fish it. And
Mhm.
now they have how many Elite Series and MLF guys?
A bunch. What's up, Ollie?
I'll unmute it
You know?
and say hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
What do you got
Hi.
there? You got a hockey shirt on? Jersey?
Yep, got his Wichita Thunder jersey on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Like I heard they didn't even have live weigh-in bags.
Wow.
Jeez. Got some Walmart sacks.
Oh my.
I don't understand how you can pull that off. How you can,
Well,
I mean, uh-oh.
oh, we lost John. We lost picture.
I guess what was crazy to me was kind of like the letter they sent out.
Yeah.
Looked like it was typed by a 7th grader.
Yeah.
And like it was just a
not on
weird
not on letterhead.
No. It was just weird. And then the reason for them like disbanding or whatever was very, very strange. Like, why are you getting into something without a contractual commitment from
Yeah.
your sources? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you can't just, I mean, Danny can tell me, yeah, I'll back you. I'll give you $1 million. You go run it.
I'll be there before weigh-in with the money.
I'm not running to everybody and saying I got a backer.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Dumb crook news.
Yeah.
Well, let's end on a positive note tonight. How about something inspirational, John? You got anything inspirational today?
Let me see. I thought the verse of the day was pretty good, I think. If I can find it.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm good.
He's clicking on things.
Actually, I put the back button on my mouse.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Now what happened? Where'd it go? Okay, today's verse of the day was from Matthew 6:3. When you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. I mean, basically, it's you're not doing it for you. You're not doing it. I'm not doing it for Danny or so Danny thinks I'm a good guy. You just do it when the Lord tells you to do it. And if you can do it and help out where you can, basically be kind. And I thought that was pretty good. Because sometimes I get in the, sometimes I think maybe we all do. Am I doing enough? Am I, could I have done more in this situation? And you do what you can. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. That's good enough for the man upstairs. He knows where your heart is. That's all that matters.
Agreed. Good words.
Mm-hmm.
Also heard something from Rick Clunn, our buddy Rick Clunn, who's not very religious, but he quoted this. and it can be taken a couple different ways, but I thought it was a pretty neat quote. He was telling a story about a young girl. This is totally stealing from Rick. He was telling a story about a young girl at church, but she was outside underneath an apple tree. And the pastor came out and said, "You want to come inside? I got to make sure I say this right. You want to come inside? That's where we're all worshiping, and that's where God is." And the girl said she is fine out here, but he's out here too, which is true. And she said, I got to make sure I say this right. I don't want to say it wrong. She said, if God isn't out here, then he's nowhere. Pretty deep.
That is very deep.
Because I believe he is out there, and he is in church, and he is everywhere.
Clun said that. That's cool.
Clun said that, and basically when you have a non-believer that you're talking to, and you're trying to corner God into a certain place in the church, he's only certain places, then what the girl said is true. If he's not out here, he's nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he is out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's here. He's everywhere. How's that for positive?
Well, that was great. I knew there was a story in there somewhere.
Maybe people will watch later. I mean, we don't have a guest next week either. So maybe we just need to prepare more. Obviously, my last minute video didn't do any good.
Way more people watch it later than watch it live.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for watching. This was episode 91.
Wow.
Nice.
Of the Idle Zone Syndicate.
Dang.
Have a great week.
Peace.
Good luck. If you're fishing this weekend, good luck. If you're coming to Kansas City for the KBN meeting and banquet, we'll see you there. Rock Chalk.
Good luck if you're going to the game and they freaking can win one for you.
I don't feel like that's going to be an issue.
I didn't think it was going to be an issue the other night either.
It shouldn't have been.
Peace out.